Hello, welcome back to SkyAngel Playz. Today I would like to start a series, and of course a lot of other YouTubers have done it. It is basically a how to Minecraft, and we're going to start a brand new world and go from there. And I actually have a timer because it's my birthday today and there's a big barbecue. So I want to go ahead and get out of here. So I'm going to start the timer and give myself about 30 minutes. And then hopefully that will be good enough for today. So as you see on the screen, we're going to go to single player. Actually, I wanted to do one thing. Let me see. I think I wanted to make my camera just a little smaller because last time we couldn't see some of the stuff. So these are a couple of worlds. That's a practice world. This is where I've been building in a creative mode. That was one of my first worlds. This is one of my friends. And that one was basically for the build battle because I wanted to practice. So, but today we're going to create a brand new world. And we're going to name it How to Play Minecraft. Survival mode. Let's see. Default is okay. I'm going to allow cheats just in case. Bonus chest. Sure. Generate structures on and done. Let's see. Survival. Hardcore. Creative. Yep. Survival. And here we go. So if you've never played Minecraft, the first time that I had started, it was really quite entertaining. I opened up my world and it was actually the Windows 10 edition, but I didn't know how to do anything. I couldn't walk. I couldn't open up anything. I couldn't hit anything. I couldn't jump. I mean, I guess I could jump because it's a space bar, but there's a lot of things that you can do in order to kind of make it easier for yourself. There is an options menu, and maybe I could show you that in just a second. So you can go to the options menu and go from there and change some of the keys. And another thing that I would highly recommend if this is your first time playing Minecraft is to get a mouse or some type of attachment that's not your little pad, hotkey pad, whatever that thing is called, because that is how I started, and it is so much harder. It's much easier to go to Walmart or wherever you are. There's a store nearby that has a mouse that you can buy and get one for $5, $10, whatever. It's a lot easier to play with it than it is to play with just the trackpad here. So hopefully our world is learning. Sorry about that. Sometimes the internet here is a little bit slow, but it looks like it's about to pop up in just a second. Here we are. And we're going to see what area that we're in, what biome, and then we can kind of gauge what a good option would be. All right, so here we go. I still see a little lag. Okay. I turned the words on, and now. Okay, so here's our game menu. So you can go back to the game. Advancements is really doesn't seem to be anything there because we haven't made any advancements. So basically, whenever you do something like a cut wood or whatever, statistics, then you have your options, your save and quit title. So if I go into options, there's a lot of different things. I can make the difficulty hard, peaceful, easy, or normal. We're going to leave it on normal. If you want it to be really hardcore, you could even lock it. That means you can't change it. Then you can customize certain things on your skin, music and sounds. Obviously, because of the recording that I'm using, the level of the music and the Minecraft has to be a little lower, or else you won't be able to hear me at points. So I'm working on learning all that. Video settings, controls is where you may want to go, because it can kind of gives you an idea of what you need to do in order to move and to hit and different things like that. So I'm going to try not to touch anything here, but if I wanted to jump, clearly the movement is here and it says space. So if I do a space bar, I will jump. My left shift key, that means it's right above the control or underneath caps lock. That will help me to crouch down and to sneak in, and I can go to an edge of a block where maybe there's a cliff and I won't fall down because I'm holding that sneak key. And if I let off, then I can fall down. Well, where right underneath it is our control, and that one does almost opposite. It allows you to run much faster, which a lot of times if you run faster, it means that you're going to run out of energy or your food will deteriorate faster. And then there's other ones right here, but this is important. A makes you move to the left. S makes you move backwards. D to the right, and W forward. So that's where you want to keep your hands kind of rounded on. The W, personally, I leave my middle finger on the W, my pointer on the D, and my ring finger on the A, and then I go back and forth between W and S. So that's me. And now, you can move around, but how do you attack things? And especially when I first got it, they were all over the place. They were killing me, and I tried to build, and I couldn't. So then you need to know attack and destroy. So my left click on my mouse will allow me to attack something. My right click will allow me to use a button or to pick a specific block. And then there's some other things that you can do for your hotbar and everything, but that's just the main part. So I want to show you just a little bit. Oh, wow. We are right next to a village. That is really good luck. Really good luck. Not only that, but there are sheep everywhere. And one of the main things you want to do when you're first doing Minecrafts. Now, what I just did is I just right-clicked onto the chest, and this is an extra chest that they give you. I'm lagging a bit. Sorry about that. Let's see. This is a lot of lag. Okay. All right. So there's my chest. I'm going to right click on it and it opens it up. So if I press shift and I just click the item, it'll do like a quick exchange into my inventory, which is kind of okay. But I don't really want everything in my main inventory. So I'm going to go ahead and put that there because I'm probably, let's see, it's attack 3. Oh, 7 attack. Okay. So we're gonna use this axe quickly to make some friends real quick. Not really. So I press escape to get out. Now, one of the things that I wanted to show you too is if you go look at the bottom of the screen, you'll see like a little gray bar and it goes to different ones. So basically what makes that happen is I'm clicking the very top row of my numbers. So 1 is the first box, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I can also just scroll my little scroll on my mouse. Sorry if I don't know technical terms. Sorry. I'm sure people is going to mention that. But oh well. And then that I can get to where I want. So it's up to you to kind of decide which you're more comfortable with. And I'm going to go ahead and take this with me. This lag is annoying. Because then it saves me from having to make it again. There we go. And definitely want light because mobs will spawn where there is no light. So if you have light, they won't spawn exactly right on you. So since I have sheep here, I'm going to take advantage of that. And I am going to try to take him down without the lag interfering too much. And there is a black sheep. I'm not really wanting a black bed or anything like like that. So I'm just gonna go ahead. Oh, come on, leg. And take the white sheep down. Well, I mean, I'm doing pretty good, even with the fact that lag is very intense right now. Oh, I hit the grass. And one of the problems I've been having in my video, and I really won't know until I finish, is my video has been lagging and not exactly with the what's going on the screen or on my mouth for that instance. So I hope that that's not true. But that's just kind of a little extra because they were there. But one of the first things you want to do, and keeping in mind that this is if you have the cheat chest on. Now, if you don't, you won't have any of this stuff. And this is basically where you're going to start. If you're next to a village, then you hit the jackpot. And the best thing you can do is probably to just go ahead and go over there. I'm going to use 9 and take some food. And, I'm going to be nice and replant it because, just because I should. And I might come back here. I might even stay here for tonight. But as you see, like, I'm pressing my left click in order to make it go, to apply my hand to the block, which is what I had my cursor on, but now it's on seeds. And it allows for the action that I want to take place. I did say left click, and then right click is to apply the seeds. So left clicking to hit the wheat and the seed out, and right clicking to put it back. And there's a process to this as well, because you can't just plant a seed in dirt. It has to be next to water, and you have to use a hoe on it in order to prepare the ground for the seeds to enter properly. So I'm just grabbing a few because, here's a good example. This one hasn't actually, it's okay, it just hasn't picked up with the water yet. But I'm getting a little bit of food because we may need it, basically. Okay, and then over here, it looks like we have carrots. Let's see how many carrots I got. I got 2 carrots. Okay. And in order to plant carrots, you take 1 carrot and put it back. So a lot of times you'll get anywhere between 3, 5, maybe 5 is too much of a high number, but I've gotten definitely 3 carrots, 2 carrots, something like that. And because we have this village, this is amazing. So then we have potatoes, and they work very similar to carrots. So that one gave me 4. Oh, same one. Where am I going? And you just plant 1 potato back. Okay, so that is definitely not your normal first Minecraft encounter. There's still food everywhere. You'll see we have pigs, chicken. Chicken are so easy to take out. They actually kind of follow you, as do all animals, roughly. And then you can pick up some chicken and some wings, or feathers. I guess, chicken wings. Chicken wing dinner, chicken wing dinner. All right. Come on, chicken. You know you want to come with me. I know you love me. Yay, we got him. Okay, so in a normal Minecraft start, you're going to be in a plot of land that's not lagging like this. Come on. I can't even see where that is. I could be falling off into a hole. And there will be no village next to you. And your first thing that you want to do, and I'm going to do it with my fist just to kind of show you what it's probably going to look like, is you're going to have to smack a tree. And keep smacking and keep smacking and keep smacking until it pops like that. There we go. And then you pick up the wood. And because we already have wood in my chest, it already says we got the achievement of getting wood. But if it's your first time, you'll get an achievement, which will now allow you to go back to the options menu and view your achievements. So this is a very important step because this is how you're going to make a crafting bench. Here we go. Because of the lag, it's not really picking them up as good as I would like. And you can make your weapons and different things as well off that crafting bench, which will allow you to kill the animals as you see me doing. I'm sorry if that's a little harsh. I mean, I don't always like killing the animals, but it's just, it is kind of what it is. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is then you can press E, and that will open up this little area right here, and you can see my skin. I am dressed in, I guess, Elsa-like attire, and I may change my skin as we go along. And then you can have a place for your helmet, your body armor, your legs, and your boots. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take, I guess, this wood here, and just put it there. And you'll see what you can craft. This is like a mini crafting bench where it's just your hands. And what I can craft is little pieces of wood here. So I'm going to go ahead and press shift. And if you press shift and then you click it, it'll use up everything that you placed there. So you can see, instead of me having to click 20 times, I press shift and I clicked the out box here, and I was able to just automatically do all of what was possible. Now, crafting bench is very important. So you're going to take the little blocks of wood and you're going to put one in each one of those. And there's different recipes all over the internet. So I would advise you to definitely kind of take a look at some of the pages that are out there that say what you can craft and different things. So now that we did this crafting bench, that would be my next step, would be to, and I guess I can go ahead and show you. My next step would be to put it down. And now, just so you know, it was in my 9 hotbar, and all I did was went to 9. So I scrolled over where it was, and I right-clicked to place it on the ground. And then I can right-click to open it up. Now, Minecraft recently released another update, which is where this book is here, and it can kind of show you what you can make. Like if I want to make a bed, because it's in a white box, I can. And I do want to make a bed, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I just clicked it, and I made my bed. But there's other things you can make using that. So that's actually a pretty cool update, unless you want to be like a hardcore, don't cheat, don't look at nothing at all. And then you can keep it closed. But one of the things that you're definitely going to need is a pickaxe. And since if you're not starting with that chest, you're going to need sticks. So how you make a stick, it'll show you here. It's just 2 boxes on top of each other. You can put them here. You can put them here. You can put them anywhere as long as one is on top of the other. So that's the beauty of sticks. So I'll just make a couple sticks, and then you'll put the sticks one on top of the other, and you'll have to put boxes straight across. And this is something that you're going to become very well acquainted with because you're going to be using a lot of pickaxes. So 3 boxes across and 2 underneath, right in the middle, will make you a pickaxe. Now, since I have a pickaxe, I'm not going to make that. I'm going to go ahead and put that back. The other thing you might want to do at first, and I'm going to wait to get stone to do it, but you may want to put 1 stick and 2 boxes on top, because then you're going to be able to make a sword, which is going to be very important as well, because I'm talking so much that I'm a little afraid it's getting dark, but it's not quite dark. But mobs will be spawning at night, and you may want to be able to kill them. Okay, so that is how you build your first pickaxe. Keeping in mind, like I said, I did have my chest, so it had a pickaxe in there. The next thing you want to do with your wooden pickaxe, which is why I would say you might want to wait on the sword, is to go grit stone. Now, if you can't just go over to a mountain like this, then you may have to dig straight. Like, actually, don't dig straight down, but dig at an angle down, so that way you can kind of like little steps down. But you're going to want to get stone, and there's other things that you're going to want to look for. So far, we've only encountered stone, but you're going to want to look for coal. You're going to want to look for iron, and there's different types of blocks as well. There is diorite, I believe it is called, and some other ones that you could possibly get as well. But this one is just regular stone, and it's always great to have regular stone because you can build things that you need. There's a furnace that we're going to build in just a second. Just doing a little look. Now in water, if you just press your space bar and then you can press your move, that's how you can stay afloat and keep going with the water. Just build up to the top here a little bit. Come on. There we go. We're just in search of a couple of things that I want to show you, if I can find it, anything. And I'm sure if I were to go and dig into the ground to continue, I would probably find it, but I just want to make sure. And if anything, we could potentially make a little house here tonight, because I do feel like we've been talking so much that the sun is going to come down, and that is the last thing we really want to be unprepared for. So maybe that's what I should do. I'm going to go see if I can find some sand. Is there any sand over here? No. I think I see some way over there, but that's just a little far away, because I can make a door and hopefully we can see through the door. Okay, so let's go ahead and just continue chipping away, because I wanted to show you, sorry, I'm looking at my timer here. We are almost out of time. I might be able to go over just a little bit in order to kind of get to the nighttime here, because obviously that's a very important thing to learn. So I'm going to go ahead and place down my crafting bench, which is 9 because that's where I put it. I can move it to another one, but I didn't. And I'm going to open up the bench. And what I want to do now is I want to make a door. So obviously you can see there is a couple doors that I could just click on, but I'll just do it myself because I do know what it is. Basically, it's you take up 2 vertical rows straight up and down, and it'll give you 3 doors. Now, because I really only have this one spot, I'll just do those 3, and then I can put these back here. And then I can take the door, put it in my 9th, go here, because it's starting to get dark, and we don't want to be outside in the dark. I'll just tell you right now. And then because we have these torches, I can go ahead and put them up. If you didn't have a torch, or you weren't able to find a bed, that is gonna be interesting, because basically what's gonna happen is it's nighttime now. Mobs are going to spawn, and you need to get yourself in a cave, in some type of place that you can at least put blocks up, so that way there's a lower chance of a mob spawning on you. And for me, man, I think I am tempted to just put the bed down and sleep. But this is kind of where you want to do. You want to try your best to get a bed, which is 3 sheep and 3 blocks blocks of wood, and put in a crafting table. You want to try your best to get your sword, which I'm just going to make a quick sword so that way you can see. There we go. And I click it, and now I am officially armed and dangerous. And then, of course, I didn't show you, but the wheat, the reason we took those, because if you put them 3 across, then you can make bread. And once again, I'm going to hold the shift so that I can make all the bread I can. And now, because we have a little place, even if it is a little small, I can put the crafting, the chest down and right click it. And then I can add these things that I may not want to carry around. Maybe I want to be careful because I feel like I might die. There's a lot of different reasons you could throw them in there. One other thing I'll show you before we're done, because I think I have about 4.5 minutes left, is if you right click your crafting table and you can put your stone all the way around the edges. This is another one of those very first beginner things that you'll need, and that will make you able to have a furnace. So take your furnace. Mine is in my 8, so I'm going to illuminate it and right click it down. And I just accidentally right clicked twice. So I believe there is a way. I'm pretty sure it's either a piece of wood or a plank, depending on. And then I could cook my chicken. I can cook my lamb. I can cook my beef. Or I can do whatever needs to be done in order to cook some or heat it up or whatever. Because there's different things. There's certain types of clay, or if I put sand in there, it'll make a glass window for me. So that's why I was looking for sand, so that I could see outside without having to open the door. Let's see, does planks work? Planks will work. So you make some planks, throw them in there. Obviously, your goal would be to get coal and iron as quickly as possible. And I didn't take advantage of the village simply because I didn't think that the average person will have a village that close. So, that's kind of cheating. I just got really lucky on this particular world and popped right by a village, which is really, really awesome. So if you do that, then you're set. That's a pretty good start. So other than allowing these things to cook, because I may need to eat them, and let me show you, it may not let me because I'm not hungry, but if I put the food in my hot bar down at the bottom, then I can hold, I'm going to take a bread because I can hold my right click and it will eat it. But because I'm not hungry, it won't let me. But that's kind of what you'll do. And I can't hear any mobs, which is, oh no, shut the door. Okay, they could be right outside the door, but, and so since, I know some of you may want to see the mobs, but because we're not fully prepared and I don't even have a place to sleep yet, until I sleep in the bed, it doesn't quite register. So I'm going to go ahead and take a nap. And it says I got another achievement, sweet dreams. And if you stay in the bed until it pushes you out, basically. Excuse me. No, it got me blocked in here. Okay. Really? I can't jump on the bed? Oh, it's because those are on top of my head. There we go. And we're back. And now you can go back outside. And if you were to die at this point, if you have your bed and you slept in it, you can only sleep at night, just so you know. Even if you were to die, you would go back to your bed. Oh, look, we found some coal. Okay, so this is what coal looks like. And when you break it, it goes in my hotbar. If you look there at the 4th spot, it looks like a little piece of coal. And you can put that in your furnace. But the most important thing that at first you'll probably want to do is make some torches. You may want to do both, but because you can put the wood in there to cook things and different things at first, I would recommend going ahead and making torches, because you want to be able to illuminate the areas around you. And then when you start mining into the earth to look for diamonds and emeralds and different things, then you'll definitely need the torches, because it will be dark. And there's a way to change your settings as well, because maybe your setting is set so that your brightness is a little bit further down, and you can definitely take that back. We did find a lot of coal. This is pretty good. So there we go. I think we got everything. Did I pick that up? It's lagging again. Sorry about that, everyone. Go ahead and smack this block so we can get out. And I'll leave that coal for now because I want to show you. Oh, if you'll look right here, there's a skeleton, and he's probably waiting to get me. But I'm far enough. I guess he didn't see me. He's turned around. He turns around, he might be able to shoot me, but I don't want to worry about him right now. We can do that on the next one. Okay, so this is how you make a torch. You go to your crafting bench, which is gonna be after you have sticks. And I'm gonna go ahead and divide my sticks because I don't want to use all of them right now. I can go get wood at any time, but I just want to go ahead and use, let's do 6. And you put the coal right on top, and then you're able to get torches. Once again, I just shifted it and held it down, and I can place my torches anywhere I want to if they're in my hotbar. So for example, if I want to kind of light up the area outside of my house, so that way that, not that mobs can't come, because if they spawn over there where there's no light, then they can still walk over here, unfortunately. But that way it has a less likely chance of them spawning right in front of my door. And that's basically where I'm gonna leave it for now. So that way you guys can get much more next time. And hopefully if you have any questions, you can just message me, and we can, I will get back to you. And it's gonna be a great time just continuing with you guys. But like I said, if you're not sure what I was saying or how to do certain things, feel free to comment, or you know, I guess you gotta comment. And then we'll go from there, and I will try to help you as much as possible. But thank you so much. Don't forget to hit the like, please, and go ahead and subscribe if you are excited to be a part of this series of how to Minecraft. God bless you and have a great day.